time for the Luke Howard Show, and guess what? It's live! No, it's not live. It's not live. It's recorded, so let's welcome Luke Howard. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. No. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Lovely to have your company today. Of course, it's Monday the 1st of June. Great way to kickstart your next month, is all I can say. We've got lots of stuff to get through on the show today, including what you can do from today and what you can't do as well in this lockdown, because they've got lots of things that are opening and lots of things that are closing. So I've got the full thing on me now. I've got the full list. I'm going to go through it in a moment. But first, I hope everyone's had a wonderful weekend, of course. So did I. I had a lovely rest yesterday. I needed it really, but I got up really early to find that I was supposed to be going walking with my mum, but she said, "Look, it's too hot," so she goes out really early in the morning now. So what I do is sometimes we can record this show, and then sometimes we can do it live because it's been very hot at the moment. So I thought, okay, so I'll do it on here, sometimes recorded and sometimes live. But we'll keep you updated about that. So, I hope everyone's well, and I hope your day is going very well as well so far. Sit back, relax, make yourself a cup of tea. I've got myself a cup of a hibiscus tea, which is very nice tea, that I brought from the Folly. I must say, Judith, lots of love to my good old friend at the Folly Tea Room, and of course the Phology Shop, and the Tea Caddy in Holt in Norfolk. Now, just to let you know, I did buy this tea before lockdown restrictions. I bought it before, in February, so very nice hibiscus tea, courtesy of the Phology Shop. Very nice people. Now, another place that I want to mention is an update on Ermin's. Now, Ermin's is a stores and cafe in Fundridge, which is set up by my Uncle Neil. He wanted me to do another mention on the show for it, so go to Ermin's. It's closed today, obviously, because it's closed on a Monday, but they're open Tuesday to Sunday, Tuesday to Friday, 8 till 6, that's 8 in the morning till 6 at night, and then Saturdays and Sundays, 9 till 3. So get yourselves down to Ermin's in Fundridge and get your coffee, not today, tomorrow, from tomorrow onwards, and of course your croissants and your cakes. Best place, I would say, in this county for a lovely coffee and a nice croissant. But once this is all over, they're going to be turning some of it into a cafe as well. So, so get yourselves down there, of course, for your takeaway tea or coffee and cakes and croissants and groceries. But after this, I believe in July, they would have opened their tea rooms. So, I sit and speak to you now as I am wearing blue gloves, because I've noticed that I've been touching my scripts, quite a lot. So, I finally just thought, okay, I'm not going to keep touching my scripts. As you can hear, scripts. I'm not going to touch my scripts with my bare hands. So I thought, okay, I'll spend today's show wearing blue gloves. So I'm going to see how it lasts. Look, my blue gloves. Can you hear them? Blue gloves. So I'm spending today's show wearing them. So, okay, let's talk about what is going to happen this month. Because, of course, from today, barbecues, if you are having a barbecue today and this afternoon, I wish you the best of luck. Barbecues and garden parties are allowed of up to 6 people only. Groups from different households can meet, but only social distancing, of course, outside. Primary schools have gone back today as well, and it's all reopened to more pupils as well, with classes that are capped up to 15, and the PM has confirmed that reception year 1 and 6 have gone back today to school from today. Markets and showrooms are also going to be able to get back to business as well from today, and they're all allowed to open ahead of time, as they are open air and less likely to transmit the virus. So that means they are allowed to basically be open longer if they would like to, and of course likely to transmit the virus as well. So from next Monday, June the 8th, passengers arriving in the UK must quarantine, that's it, must quarantine for 2 weeks. That's 14 days, people, in numbers. 14 days, with rule breakers that get to face a £1,000 fine, of course, if you don't do it. So if you don't self-quarantine for 2 weeks, you are more likely to get a £1,000 fine. Now, would you rather get a £1,000 fine going out than staying in your house quarantined for 2 weeks? It's hard, isn't it? So stay in your house and quarantine if you're coming over from a foreign country from next Monday. So you have to self-quarantine if you're coming back. So, Priti Patel has said that the government will now ask all arrivals to give an address where they will self-isolate. Magistrates will even hear the power to have eliminated fines for honoured breaches or refusal to pay. Now, however, under the now rules, though, journeys within the common travel area will be exempt from the measures. So from June the 15th, I know this anyway, June the 15th, fashion stores like Marks and Spencer's, Debenhams, John Lewis, all them sort of places, fashion stores and betting shops, of course, and charity shops, are all allowed to welcome back customers in less than 3 weeks. Now, the full list that can be open from June the 15th, although some are already followed to be open, includes food retailers, chemists, hardware, homeware stores, but some of them are already open anyway. I mean, some hardware stores are open. The hardware store in our town's been open for a couple of weeks, but they closed for a bit and only opened a couple of days a week. But they're actually going to be open anyway, because they're always open, and of course they're on call as well. So they're open anyway. So although some, of course, are already allowed to, it's food retailers, chemists, hardwares, I must repeat myself again, homeware, of course, stores, fashion shops, charity shops, betting shops, and arcades. Now, why arcades as well? But tailors' dresses, fitters and fashion designers, auction houses, antique stores, retail art galleries, photography studios, gift shops and retail spaces in theatres, museums, libraries, heritage sites and tourism sites, mobile phone stores, indoor markets, craft fairs and similar types of retails. It's all going to be reopening on the 15th of June, and I would believe that includes department stores as well. So I'll repeat myself again. The things that are going to be opening from the 15th of June is stores, betting shops, charity stores, and also food retailers, chemists, food retailers are already open anyway, like all the ones in our town are open as well. Hardware stores are already open anyway. Homeware stores, fashion shops, charity shops, betting shops, arcades, tailors' dresses, fitters and fashion designers, auction houses, antique stores, retail art galleries, photography studios, gift shops and retail spaces in theatres, museums, libraries, heritage sites and tourism sites, mobile phone stores, indoor markets, craft fairs and similar types of retail. All of them sort of places are going to be opening from the 15th of June. So, we move to sports now. My dad and granddad will be very pleased, because on June the 17th, Premier League is going to be kicking off on the June the 17th, with Man City and Arsenal and Aston Villa v Sheffield United, followed by a full weekend of fixtures. All 92 remaining games will be shown on the TV with 29 feet of view. The BBC will show 4 or 5 games for the first time in 28 years. The Premier League hopes that this season will be finished by July the 26th, which isn't actually very long. But it also means that the FA Cup final is now set for August the 1st. So, July. In July, punters, people who are going in pubs, which is a Cockney word for customers going in pubs, are hoping for a pint in their local pub in the sunshine. But not in the pub, outside in the sunshine. And it may have to wait a bit longer, as the government has said that pubs and restaurants, along with hairdressers and cinemas, will not open until July the 4th. And that is the earliest, July the 4th. So hotels and other tourism hotspots, such as camping sites, are also expected to be discovered for a possible July reopening. There is no views yet, though, on whether that will definitely happen, though. But ministers will continue to review the lockdown rules every 3 weeks and track them. And if they think it is right. But I saw on the telly the other day they were saying that campsites are hoping to be open by July. But the thing is with a pub, right? Pubs are for socialising, okay? You go and sit in the pub, you meet people, you chat to them. I mean, they're saying that you're going to sit outside, but I could imagine the queue for getting in the pub, that could be going right up the street. But I could actually imagine, though, the queue to get into a pub, and they're going to have to put the beer on the side, and you have to stand on a spot 2 metres away, and then you get it and you go and sit in the beer garden. So that is actually going to be the plan for pubs. So I'm going to wish everyone the very best of luck. So, okay, barbecues now. I suppose you want to hear what's going to happen about barbecues. So, guests. You can have a total of 6 people, including members of your own household, would you believe, for a barbecue. If you are in a family of 4, only 2 extra people can attend, and you must stay socially distanced and wash your hands. But the thing is, right, In Ireland, they're saying 12, and in Scotland, they're saying 8. So why can't we have up to 8 or 12 here? Very, very strange. But it's England, of course, so we'll have to just wait and see what happens. So, grub. You can handle and share food, but make sure you wash your hands regularly. Unlike in Scotland, as I said, guests can bring their own food. Well, I'm sure we can do that here as well, but as long as they follow common sense hygiene and wash their hands before and after. So your gear. Children are banned from playing on climbing frames and slides. No paddling pools is allowed at all. Garden. You can go through someone's home. Of course you can go through someone's home. We do it. I mean, well, we are going to do it. We are going to. You know, if we do get invited to a barbecue around families or friends' house, then we will go through their houses. I mean, our cousin's house, they live the other side of a town called Hoddesdon, and they've got a garage. But it's not a garage, it's like an annex sort of thing. So, and there's nowhere else you can get through to get to their garden. You have to go through their house to get through to their garden. I mean, you can't go in the garage, it's an annex. Like a little annex at the front, a granny annex. So you can't go in there, so you have to go, and there's no other way to go. So you have to go via the house to get into their garden. So then that's the only way you can get to it. So, yeah. So, going to the toilet, of course, the toilet. You can use the toilet in someone else's home, provided you wash your hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds, and you must wipe down all surfaces straight after with Dettol. A Dettol or something, you know, just to wipe something down straight away. You cannot let someone use it and then don't do it at all. You have to wipe it down as soon as someone has used your facilities. And I know this stuff because I am a facilities manager for a cheese shop, so I know a lot about all of this sort of stuff. So people are about to enjoy their first lockdown and have been lockdown barbecue and have been given strict new guidelines, including how to cook food and use the toilet safety. So children might not be able to enjoy shared garden toys and such as paddling pools or climbing frames, but experts, what do they know? Experts, as I say, they advise people to bring their own cutlery. Of course, bring your own cutlery to barbecues. Bring your own food. Even bring your own barbecue if you want to do that. And of course, you bring your own cutlery and your plates and some certain, of course, you have to wipe down surfaces, of course, and all of that. And guests can bring their own food as well, as I just said. But they can go in, would you believe, they can go indoors as well. Blimey. So they can go indoors. Wow. So while having only one person using the barbecue, you have to have one person using barbecue tongs. But if you do, why don't you just wear gloves? Okay, just wear gloves if you're going to use a barbecue, of course. So the government's latest lockdown relaxation, which came out on force this week today, means that people can meet safely in groups of 6 in houses. And I think I really said it all. There's a picture on my script of what they think it should look like. Like there's some people in gardens and stuff, but you can't hug or kiss or in any any contact with anybody. You can't do that at all. And you can use a bathroom, but hygiene is permanent, of course. And you can, as I said, walk through groups of 6 people, as I said. But you have to be in a circle sort of thing, 2 metres apart in a circle. And yeah, so I think I've basically just covered everything that you need to know for this week. And of course, for the next couple of weeks. I think I've actually said it all. I think I have gone there and I have said it. So, one more story now. Thai's June Holes has also been axed. So, Thai has cancelled all foreign beach holidays for British tourists until July the 1st. Britain's biggest holiday firm had previously... I just think about all the people who are supposed to be going away this summer. They've all had to cancel their holidays. Well, of course they have. Of course they have. But some people do want to go away. Some people do. Some people are keen. Some people don't. So, the travel firm, which includes the First Choice brand, is also halting sailings on its Maryland Cruises line until at least July the 30th. Thai's river cruises will not be resumed until after November. 25 affected customers will get a refund or credit, of course. So, NHS and emergency service heroes, they all who died in the line of duty will be honoured with a new moment. The 3.2 million National Emergency Services Memorial will be opened in 2023. So it'll take a couple of years yet.